Hey guys, KMR06 here. I'm back with another video. This one took another 2 weeks. This time around, you guys are going to see two drawings instead of one, and the video itself will be slightly shorter. So, um, basically, the reason there are two drawings instead of one is because with the poll for the first set of votes, there were a bunch of ties, and then for the second set, there were still like some tiebreakers were settled, but some weren't. So I just decided instead of doing a third set of polls to try to break the ties again, I was like, okay, let me just randomize some of the tiebreaker features that make two different OCs with these features. For one of them, since I put a bandana around her face, the lip size is not really relevant since they're not visible. So there we go. This first one is a human, large lips, white sclera, heels, and I think that's those are the differentiating features because each one will have an afro. Each one will have a t-shirt and jeans. These those were oh yeah, gloves. Yeah, this one's wearing gloves. The other one has a bandana on because there's a tiebreaker with the accessories as well. So, and on the accessory number, it was decided that it was one accessory. Had the decision have been two accessories, then both of them would have had a bandana and gloves. And for the second one, so the differentiating features will be a moderate lip size, which again, they're relevant because the bandana is just acting as a face mask essentially, so it covers that part. Demon, red sclera, sneakers. That's those again the differentiating features for the other one. For this one, as you're seeing right now, I have a bunch of images pulled up, muscle references, most of the stuff from Dragon Ball Super Broly and or Shintani style work because I wanted to integrate Shintani's art style into my own. I wanted to draw more like Shintani, so I tried my best here. And then, so obviously I use kind of a circle as a guide for the afro shape, and then I just put in some details. I try my best to do it like Shintani, so make sure the lines are all the lines are sharp. The line thickness varies throughout the entire thing, so instead of doing the basic liner and then emphasizing certain lines, I just simply use the eraser tool for most of it, and then use the thinner pen to emphasize the thinner parts of the lines. And I also use dark brown instead of straight black. I also did the same thing for her. The second one is more in my own style because I wasn't as focused on how to draw like muscle details like Shintani. I just focused on doing it in my own way. The other one does have more muscle. You guys will see that. And at the beginning of the video, I'm pretty sure you guys saw the progress pictures. After you actually see the artwork part, you're going to see the action. For a few seconds, you're going to see the finished work, my signature on it. If you guys haven't noticed, since let's see, I think the first one was the Android 18 one. Since the Android 18 fan art video, I've always put a signature on my work. So, yeah, that's how you can tell when it's finished because I mean, for most of them, I don't put the signature until after I'm done. I think there was one that I might have put the signature before, but that's not relevant. Basically, the signature just represents the work as my own, and that no one, yeah, it was created by me, in case anyone tries to take that away from me, which they couldn't, because yeah, there are some people out in the world who just take other people's work and claim it as their own. I think I've mentioned Master Media briefly. Um, I mean, once he was exposed for tracing, he did admit to it. However, he didn't openly um, credit the animation, and so I wouldn't really. Yeah, he didn't openly say that he was tracing work. So, yeah. Yeah. So this is the demon girl, which the pose I went for. I'd say, I guess it's more reminiscent of Dragon Ball Z, like if someone's transforming. Um, Even in the Discord server, some people used emojis to spell out Gohan when they saw the pose. So yeah, this is the progress. Honestly, I like this one. This OC way better. This one is the MHA. So you guys are gonna see the effects that I put. The reason I put the effects, I guess it's more reminiscent of Dragon Ball Z, like I said, but the reason I put the effects is to kind of represent that the reason that she's a demon, like she's transforming into like her demon form, because that's her quirk. And I guess when I put MHA World, I didn't necessarily, just to be clear, I didn't necessarily mean I would be drawing in that style. I would just try to draw it in a way where the character fits in the world. And to be honest, like I just said twice already, since it's more reminiscent of Dragon Ball, this is more of a Dragon Ball OC, if anything. I mean, it's not in the style of Dragon Ball or MHA. It's more my own style. But regardless, yeah, I guess. I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys whether or not this would be appropriate for a character in My Hero Academia. I mean, then again, I don't think, from what I've seen in the dub, I'm going to say dub specifically because I do not watch subbed anime for the most part. The only subbed anime I really watch, or that I have watched actually, Boruto. I watched Shippuden sub because a few years ago I started watching Naruto for the first time, and at that time, the dub wasn't finished. They only had 416 episodes done, so I watched the remaining 84, and I've also watched the 84 now and like dubbed, since now it's completely dubbed. One Piece, because One Piece sub is massively ahead. Hajime no Ippo. Yeah, so any sub that's been massively ahead of dub. I watched. I can't think of any other ones that I've watched. Yeah, do you think every other one, the English dub and sub, are close together in episodes, like Black Bolt, for example? I watched one subbed episode, but then again I watched the same episode dubbed. So, um, yeah, yeah. For both ones, I did a very simple background, nothing special, because this is focused more on the OC rather than the background, so the background's mostly irrelevant. And in all honesty, if I really wanted to, I could have just done one flat color, as long as it didn't blend with, and as long as I made it stand out from, or contrast from, the actual character. Which, to be honest, now that I think about it, the colors I used probably could have done a little bit better to make sure it didn't blend, but the character themselves are still visible. I think the brown line art kind of helps to make them stand out. And the shading, I mean, the shading isn't done differently. However, when I was actually doing the art in Ibis Paint, Ibispaint can tell me the app's running slow, that I either need to reduce the canvas size, which I did slightly, which is why the right shoes will kind of get cut off a little bit. But I did that, and I also then I just actually merged all the flat layers except for the eyes, the iris, the sclera, and the iris. I kept those separate, and the shading separate for those, shading layers separate for those. So I had to combine the layers in order to. Sorry about that. I wasn't even checking at the time in KineMaster, so as I was saying, I basically had to combine the layers in order to reduce the number in Ibispaint, so that way it wouldn't run as slowly. So that's my advice. If you guys use Ibispaint, any mobile digital drawing app, minimize the layers you use. If you can, keep all the flats on one layer. That's my advice. Keep all the flats on one layer. Shade everything on one layer. Then you're good. And then you have the liner as the third layer. And then if you want lighting, then boom, that's going to be your fourth. And then for me, I have an extra like 4 layers. One for the pose, which is the purple that you guys see. Then I have the actual body sketch, which that's blue. The face, that's a third one. The hair is 4, and then clothing is 5. So an extra 5 layers before I get to the final line art. If I wanted to, I could delete those, but I usually keep them there so I can see the progress for myself. And yeah, there we go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is what you're seeing on the screen right now is the final piece. Yeah, and I think I haven't created the poll yet, but by the time this video comes out, there will likely be a poll with different characters, male and female, this time around, that you guys want me to draw. And if it's a character I know, like for example, people voted on Luffy, I would create an entire what's it called? I'm not sure if you guys have seen Togart, like the evolution videos, where he'll draw like Goku, and then like Goku in the center, and then he'll have 6 pictures like showing the progress, like his story. So that's kind of something I would do, but that's if the poll results gave me a character that I actually know. And I'm also thinking of using Google Forms to do like a first, second, third, so that way the next 8 videos would be based on the results of the polls. Whoever got first would be the first video, second, and then so on. Let me know what you guys think about that. Peace out.